What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy WordPlay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all. I'm
back.
excited. I'm very excited.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Back for the first time in 16 years.
Man.
We have the Clipse.
Hey, let's do it. Oh,
That was anticlimactic, but okay.
Correct. We're correct. Hey, yeah,
That's
there
better.
we go.
That's better. That's better. The Clipse are back with a new single called Ace Trumpets, produced by Pharrell. Their new album, what it was called, Let God Sort Them Out.
Mm-hmm.
I like that title.
I do too.
Pharrell is the main producer on this project and on this single. So we want to take a listen to Ace Trumpets. We want to break down some of the lyrics for you and talk about some of the lyrics, kind of what they mean behind the scenes, but also like not only what they mean, but like what is our interpretation of what's happening with the Clipse right now and why you should be excited that they have a new single, a new album coming out on July 11th. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's take a listen. We're gonna start with the hook. Why is that so epic?
It's because of what the Clipse bring to the game. Out of all the drug talkers in the world, they are the most artistic to me with their talking. Their imagery is just untouchable.
Yeah, and it also feels like, many people don't know this, but I'll splash it on the screen. Baroque art. Are you familiar with that movement in art? But if you think about like things like the Sistine Chapel, you think about some of the Renaissance movement, some of the statues and fonts and
Right. Just in my head, all I heard was, if you want to know how to say Baroque, you just need to slow down. You Baroque. You need to break it down.
Anyway, so all of that. But one characteristic of Baroque art is the gold and the inlays, the patterns, the layers and layers and layers of stuff that feels very busy but feels very epic and heavenly and may I say like just spiritual in nature. I think is a good way to put it.
And often visually symmetrical in some way that like makes everything seem in balance. And that's why, like, even what you're saying about the parts that it can seem busy, when you look at it, your eyes aren't going to feel that way.
No, because it's going to feel harmonic and balanced. So enough of my art talk. This is what they embody by, what Pusha T embodies when he says a lot of his choruses. I feel like just Pharrell and the rest of the group and No Malice, they're just leaning into how he brings up that conversation. Also, I believe that he's speaking in past tense.
I do too. And I also think that the interesting part about the Clipse that I've always enjoyed is like, I feel like Push has grown exponentially. Because initially when the group first came out, I still am a No Malice or a Malice fan, because there was more bars at the time. Because Push was a lot of, all the sounds and everything when they first came out. So it wasn't as dynamic, or I didn't think it was as dynamic as like Malice, just no cut, just straight, pure Colombian, everything that he is spitting. Like Pusha came with like the entertainment value of it.
Yeah, and
initially,
I think what you recognize is No Malice's like maturity.
Yes, there was always that level of separation, whereas like I feel like you knew that Push was a guy that still had his foot somewhere in the game.
Let's continue to listen. We're going to listen to Pusha T's verse fully through, whether it be the lyrics specifically or any of the parts of the verse that we find intriguing. Two bars that disturb me.
Go ahead.
Yellow diamonds look like pee-pee. And then connect me to the Wi-Fi.
I thought about the same thing. It's the most push thing to do, though.
It is, right? You exaggerate a little bit. And I like the fact that he continued to use the rhyme scheme and even forced the rhyme scheme. So it's like, this is a rhyme scheme, right? What else about this verse?
I like the general back and forth talk, because so you start with the intermittent drug bars, but there's a lot more. I'm setting up the stage for the separation between me and basically the game, right? I really love Sins of the Father, so I call you Little Michis. I appreciate that, with the whole BMF aspect and everything that's going on over there, and how he's kind of using that in regards to how much better than these rappers he is, and how they copy, emulate the Clipse in a lot of different ways, but don't give them credit for it.
Yeah, I also think about White Glove Service with the brick, I'm Luigi.
That's understated to me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's also saying, because I am the brother.
That, and I'm opulence. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here now. I've made it.
Yeah.
And it continues with that theme that we're talking about. Like, this is high art. This is not your normal painting. This is a painting surrounded by all of this architecture.
I also was thinking about this. I'm gonna look at Genius's connection, because they were saying basically this is his subtle shot at Yeezy, and I didn't think it was a shot at Yeezy to be. Look at them and they still waiting on Yeezy. And I hope you got your squeegees and all this other stuff or whatever. I thought it was more like there are artists who are tied to that. I'm not, and y'all are waiting on something that doesn't have to be there, that never really had to be there at all.
What are squeegees used for?
Wiping away tears is what I thought, or wiping away water. So I figured it was more like save your tears.
That's what I think too.
I don't know. I don't get the. Do you think that's a shot at Ye?
I think it's definitely a shot at Ye, and I believe that I'm sorry, Ye would have been better off not getting on Pusha's bad side.
I mean, that's a fact. He would be better not getting on anybody's bad side at this.
100%, but he's just absolutely wrong in every single way.
Yeah.
Right. And how more wrong can you be as a human being? And then you piss off one of your greatest assets. Pusha was sort of immature in his raps until he has his second wave with good music. And then that's where you start to see this very mature rapper step out in the red jacket at that performance doing what is it? Runaway. Yeah. We're gonna go to the second verse. There's so much in this verse. Where do we even begin?
Malice is, listen. I promise he's on one of them. If I had a top, I do have a top 10. I wouldn't say. Whenever I remember how dope Malice is, he ends up on it. So let's start, right?
Yeah.
The imagery, period, that he creates is so vivid. I just feel like we're walking along with him wherever he goes. Penny, the vodka, Panama fishing village, fishing with my papa with choppers. It just, but it don't, him saying it don't feel as threatening as it should.
It's, the guy that you don't mess with just because I don't think I should do that because of the unknowns.
God, he has too many unknowns. And then y'all just looking at Ferraris. The one I got looks like it was aerodynamically built by NASA. Whatever you envision in your head, that's what he's saying he just bought. Then we get my favorite line of this entire song is never leave me home without my peace like I'm Mahatma. There's not a lot of people that actually use Gandhi's first name when they're doing this peace line has been used.
You got it. Yeah, of course it's been used, but not this way. Not this way.
Insane. And it's like they're both riding the same flow, but still sounding different. And he, to me, was more to our point earlier about making fun of the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not doing that. Like, if I'm using a line in this rhyme scheme, it's coming and making more sense. And even a line that is like hitting way more dope in terms of this whole scheme when he gets to the Mahatma, from the tribe of Judah al Mufasa.
Yeah.
Like, y'all know the line of Judah.
I'm the king.
Jesus and everything else. Like, I'm the king. And on top of that, you wouldn't smack me on stage. You would die. I'm not turning my other cheek. You just gonna die for disrespecting me. Bars on top of bars that I think are easily graspable while being layered. Like, this is why Malice, or no Malice, let me make sure I get the new name correct, is one of them ones, man. This is insane.
He has a line that really kind of alludes to his maturity and his age. Like, you was Fuji Lala, I was Alibaba. Like, while you were listening to Lauryn Hill, I was the marketplace. I was selling this. I was moving this. I'm the buyer and the seller in this situation. I'm the middleman. And it is deeper than, like, he could have like alluded to like Amazon, but instead he alluded to Alibaba, because that's where we go and get the product to sell to other people.
It's so crazy because I feel like the Clipse are the earnest rap black mafia in terms of how they sound. Like, Drake can do a line about eating with whoever he wants, eating with, when he does all those Tuscany lines or whatever.
But it ain't real. It's like, this is his manufactured life. This is their actual life. This is their
actual life. And the fact that Pusha T would be Luca Brasi and Malice will be the Godfather. I'm excited for it. I hope y'all are excited for it. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Are you expecting more beef? Are you expecting a dope album? What are you expecting from all this? Are you even expecting more Yeezy shots? Let us know down in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff. We'll see you in the next piece. A 1 and a 2 and peace.